This is something that is breaking, and this comes from a reporter that I follow, Bill Melugan, out in Los Angeles. He says, breaking, LA County Sheriff tells me he is beginning to close county gun stores immediately. Deputies are currently going to the stores one by one to order them shut down. The sheriff is to utilize scofflaw violations for any gun store that is still open after he deemed them non-essential. And the sheriff, he says, this is a crock of crap, told me that he is a gun owner himself and supports the Second Amendment, but believes too many first-time buyers are panicking and bringing guns into homes where people are locked down, which he believes is a recipe for disaster with potential accidental shootings. First off, he has no data on this at all whatsoever. You're not supportive of the Second Amendment if you are using it's not even anecdotal. It's just your prejudice as a way to deprive people of their Second Amendment rights. This is BS, and it is constitutional rights denied. And I would love to try to get him on air too, by the way. Let's get this. I want him to explain his position because I would love to hear the data involved to support his reasoning for denying people their rights. First off, you're telling businesses to close. And I think this is an essential business. I mean, for crying out loud, Illinois determined that gun stores were essential businesses. And I always love the people who start by saying, well, I support the Second Amendment or I'm a gun owner. Bull blank you do. I don't believe that for 1 second. Don't sit here and tell me that you support the Second Amendment as you defend your abridgment of it. Not even abridgment. That's not even at its heart the correct way to put this. Your suppression, your denial, your restriction of it. Because that is a denial of right. So you can't sit here and say that you support the Second Amendment while you're also trying to justify in the same breath and defend your restriction of it. I mean, for him to, he's making a judgment about people who are purchasing firearms. I will have to say also, sidebar somewhat, there were a lot of people who were gun control advocates before who are really mad that they can't just like go in some of these states and buy guns and just walk out like they thought they could. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a tiny violin. Now you have to see everything that you did to restrict good, innocent people from being able to access their Second Amendment rights. And that's exactly what this is. Yeah, this is happening in Pennsylvania as well. And I've heard that Dallas County in Texas, that this was something that they were considering, that gun stores are going to be declared like non-essential, which is garbage. And this is at the same time when you have the district attorney in Dallas County who doesn't even turns his back on a number of crimes. There's just certain crimes that he won't even go after. Yeah, Dallas County is expected to. Some people have been talking that they might be closing gun stores as they do not consider them essential businesses. But hey, the liquor stores are going to be open. That's going to be essential business. Liquor ain't in the Constitution, but firearms are. So there's no way in hell I'd shut down. I'm going to tell you, this is not the way to handle all of this stuff. Not the way to handle it. I mean, and I know that there are a couple of Supreme Court, and state Supreme Court decisions as well. I remember after Hurricane Katrina, there was something that Bobby Jindal had pushed through when he was in the House, and there were a couple of other decisions that discuss what a state can or cannot do with emergency powers during a time such as this, a global pandemic, and how you can't declare certain firearms stores, FFLs, et cetera, to be non-essential. I mean, that's... a friend of mine made the remark that there's a lot more tax revenue to the state and locality from booze than gun revenue. And that's why they declare a lot of these liquor stores to be essential, because they want that revenue. You SOBs. You SOBs.